Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you to the Minister for being so accommodating and being with us here today. We appreciate it. Minister, you met with U.S. Trade Representative Tai on May 17th and 18th, and your readout says you discussed softwood lumber. These new tariffs were announced on May 21st. Did Ambassador Tai inform you of these tariffs, if they were increasing and if they were coming?
I want to thank the honorable member for that question. No, she did not. I did raise it. As I say, I always raise softwood lumber at every opportunity with U.S. interlocutors.
So is it a concern for you that Ambassador Tai didn't give you the courtesy of letting you know that this was coming, especially since it was so soon after your meeting?
I think I would say to the honorable member that the process for the administrative review, I understand, takes place through the Department of Commerce, and we were notified of the administrative review number 2.
So, Minister, have you met with or spoke with Ambassador Tai since the U.S. announced its intention to double the softwood lumber tariffs on May 21st?
The last meeting that I had with Ambassador Tai was also with Mexico. It was at the Free Trade Commission, where the three of us are committed to the successful implementation of the new NAFTA and ensuring that our efforts to global recovery, including that for the environment, for labor, and for inclusive growth, is something that we are all working on towards North American competitiveness.
So, Minister, you're saying that this announcement came just a few days after you met with the ambassador, and you didn't call her up and say, "What is this? What's going on?" You didn't pick up the phone and call her and say, what is going on?
I stand up for the Canadian softwood forestry sector and softwood lumber workers and businesses as a top priority. This is a very important sector that employs many, many Canadians, and it is my commitment to always defend their interests.
Okay, so Minister, did you meet with or speak with Ambassador Hillman since May 21st, since this announcement?
I'm in regular contact with Ambassador Hillman on a range of issues with respect to my file. So I always speak to the ambassador.
Since May 21st, have you spoken on this matter?
Well, I would have to look specifically at my schedule. I'm in regular contact with the ambassador on matters of Canada-U.S. relations, particularly as it relates to my file.
So would you be able to table information as to when you were speaking with Ambassador Hillman on this matter since May 21st?
What I would say to the honorable member and to the forestry sector, and I appreciate all of the work that you do as a sector, but I will always defend your interests. We have been doing that. We will continue to do that and raise how unjustified these tariffs are.
Okay, Minister.
Indeed.
Minister, did you meet with or speak with U.S. Commerce Secretary Gina Raimondo since May 21st?
I have had the opportunity to raise the issue of softwood lumber with the Commerce Secretary.
Since May 21st?
I have had the opportunity to speak to the Commerce Secretary about softwood lumber.
Okay. So what is the number of U.S. legislators at the federal or state level you've met with since May 21st as well?
I have had the opportunity to meet with labor representatives as well as legislators to advocate for Canada, for the softwood lumber industry. It is a top priority for me to stand up for Canadian businesses, particularly here in the forestry sector.
So, Minister, May 21st wasn't that long ago. So, how many U.S. legislators would you have met with? It wasn't really that long ago, in your best estimation.
Well, I think to the honorable member, what is really important here is that that Canada continues to defend our softwood lumber and forestry sector. We are very clear about the tariffs being unjustified. We also know that that these tariffs really are a tax on the American people because it makes it more difficult to do the work that needs to be around home building and affordable housing, and we know that Canadian softwood lumber is also terrific products that are environmentally sound. And I think that there are
Okay, Minister.
wonderful opportunities for us to be working together, especially in the area of the environment.
So, I mean, you can't give us concrete information as to when you're actually having meetings and how you're addressing this issue with your counterparts. We don't have dates. We don't know how many, how you're standing up for Canadians and forestry sectors. So, it's a little disconcerting that you can't say, look, these are dates that we're meeting. These are future dates that we have coming up. So can you tell us, how you're addressing this? What future dates have you scheduled to address this?
What I would say to the honorable member is that this is a file that is a top priority for me and for our government. Standing up for the forestry sector that employs so many people across this country against these unjustified tariffs is what we have been doing. But we have also been doing other work as well to help the industry also look and pursue diversification into other markets, which I'm very happy to also speak about.
So, Minister, you can understand how this is concerning. You have given us no information.